Nashville, Music City, USA, invites you to a city where melodies spill from every doorway. While country music built its legacy, today's streets buzz with everything from rock and blues to jazz and indie sounds. Duck into a quiet cafe for an acoustic show, or join the crowd at a historic club. This city serves up timeless classics and tomorrow's hits. Welcome to the Itinerant Traveler. Today, we're exploring 12 of the best things to do in Nashville for music lovers, from legendary venues to hidden gems that locals treasure. Stick around after you've discovered Music City's top spots to check out our guides to Nashville's best restaurants and rooftop bars. Number 12. Station Inn. One of the best music venues in Nashville, Tennessee was born in 1974 when bluegrass needed a home. The Station Inn answered that call, and under J.T. Gray's ownership since 1981, it became the ultimate spot for where to go in Nashville for live music with soul. Tucked away in the Gulch's modern landscape, this no-frills venue stands proud like a time capsule of authenticity. Their legendary Sunday jam sessions are pure magic, where upcoming talent shares the stage with surprise guests like Vince Gill and Alison Krauss. Even U2 and Mel Gibson have slipped through its doors, proving that great music knows no bounds. But what makes Station Inn special isn't the celebrity sightings. It's the worn wooden floors that have carried decades of foot-tapping rhythms, and walls that hold stories of countless bluegrass legends finding their sound. From live music to living history, our next stop lets you hold a piece of Nashville's musical legacy in your hands. Number 11. Hatch Showprint. In 1879, this historic letterpress shop has been turning ink and wood into musical history. The Hatch brothers didn't just print posters, they created a unique music experience in Nashville that still pulses with creativity today. Inside, the earthy scent of ink mingles with the rhythmic thump of century-old presses that once announced shows for Hank Williams, Elvis Presley, and Johnny Cash. What makes each poster special is their unwavering dedication to traditional craft. Every piece is created using vintage wood type and hand-carved blocks in a meticulous one color at a time process. From vintage country shows to modern NFL draft events, these timeless techniques ensure each print is truly one of a kind. The guided tours showcase this historic process in action. It's a must-do thing for music lovers in Nashville, where the city's visual soundtrack has been crafted for over 140 years. Number 10. Third Man Records. Jack White of the White Stripes turned his vision into one of the most fascinating Nashville cultural experiences. Born in Detroit in 2001, before expanding to Music City in 2009, this vinyl wonderland merges past and future. The working pressing plant lets visitors witness records being born, while the Blue Room captures live performances straight to vinyl. The real treasure, a 1947 Voiceograph booth, where you can press your own 6-inch record, just like Neil Young did when he recorded an entire album here. From Loretta Lynn collaborations to creating the world's fastest record in under 4 hours, it's one of the most unique things to do in Nashville for music fans who love the raw magic of analog sound. Speaking of sound, wait until you hear about the secret behind these magic walls. Number 9. RCA Studio B. Hidden along Music Row lies one of the best things to do in Nashville for music lovers, a studio that shaped Nashville music forever. Since 1957, RCA Studio B's magic has flowed from its distinctive honeycomb-tiled walls, the birthplace of the legendary Nashville sound. Elvis Presley called this place home, recording over 200 songs here, including Are You Lonesome Tonight? And yes, he once crashed his Cadillac into the building during a late-night session. Dolly Parton's Jolene, Roy Orbison's Greatest Hits, and the Everly Brothers' harmonies came alive in this room. Today, visitors can touch Elvis's favorite piano and stand in the same spot where legends created history, while staff whisper tales of ghostly piano notes that echo after hours. If you're interested in more ghostly locations, check the description for our video about the 16 spookiest places in the world. Number 8. National Museum of African American Music. Since 2021, NMAAM has redefined Nashville's cultural experiences by celebrating over 50 genres of African American music under one roof, the only museum in the world to do so. The heart of the museum, Rivers of Rhythm, traces music's evolution across 400 years of history, from spiritual hymns to modern hip-hop beats. 7 genre-bending galleries tell the story, from gospel's roots in Wade in the Water to hip-hop's rise in the Message. Among its 1,500-plus artifacts, visitors discover treasures like Whitney Houston's iconic gowns and Lil Nas X's trademark cowboy gear. With support from icons like Oprah Winfrey and live workshops featuring artists from H.E.R. to Darius Rucker, NMAAM proves how African American innovators created the soundtrack that moved the world. Now, let's step from the museum halls into a purple-hued paradise that launched countless careers. Number 7. Tootsie's Orchid Lounge. When you explore Music City, the purple walls of Tootsie's Orchid Lounge have stood out like a beacon since 1960. Founded by Hattie Louise Tootsie Bess, it's earned the crown as one of the top honky-tonk bars to visit in Nashville. This 3-story musical paradise serves different vibes on each floor. The ground level rocks with classic country and energetic crowds. The second floor offers intimate songwriter sessions, and the rooftop pairs live music with skyline views. Music flows from noon to 3 a.m. daily, with over 20 acts weekly taking the stage. Willie Nelson and Patsy Cline launched their careers here, and their memories live on in the memorabilia-covered walls, including original lyrics scribbled on napkins by country legends. It's where Nashville's gritty spirit meets music history, all wrapped in a neon purple glow. Number 6. Bluebird Cafe. This tiny spot has shaped the music scene in Nashville since 1982, launching careers with nothing more than a guitar and a dream. Just ask Garth Brooks, who was discovered at a legendary Bluebird Cafe open mic in 1987, or Taylor Swift, who caught her big break here at age 14. Now owned by the Nashville Songwriters Association International, this 90-seat venue operates as a non-profit with one sacred rule: silence during performances. Every whispered lyric and gentle strum gets its moment, creating the perfect sanctuary for both rising stars and established artists. Made famous by the TV show Nashville, the Bluebird proves that sometimes the biggest moments in music happen in the smallest places. From songwriters' dreams to a legend in black, our next stop honors the original Man in Black himself. Number 5. Johnny Cash Museum. When you explore music history at the Johnny Cash Museum Nashville, you're walking through a collection that earned global recognition, ranked number 1 by Forbes and USA Today. Founded in 2013 by Bill Miller, Cash's close friend, this AAA gem-rated museum tells the Man in Black story through rare treasures, handwritten lyrics, his worn prison jumpsuit, and even stones salvaged from his lakeside home. The exhibit follows Cash's journey from Arkansas cotton fields to music legend, each artifact adding depth to his remarkable story. Cap off your visit at the adjacent Johnny Cash Bar and BBQ, where Southern comfort food meets Cash-inspired cocktails. Number 4. Ryman Auditorium. Among the best things to do in Nashville for music lovers, the Mother Church of Country Music stands as a testament to musical evolution since 1892. Originally a gospel tabernacle, the Ryman became the Grand Ole Opry's iconic home from 1943 to 1974. Its legendary acoustics, shaped by wooden pews and soaring vaulted ceiling, have carried voices from Elvis's 1954 debut to Lizzo's modern performances. With over 500 annual events, there's always a reason to visit Nashville for live music at this 2,362-seat shrine. More than just a concert hall, the Ryman echoes with stories of every artist who's graced its stage, making each performance feel like a piece of history in the making. While the Mother Church holds its secrets, our next stop holds the keys to country music's kingdom. Number 3. Country Music Hall of Fame. Ranking among the best things to do for Nashville music fans, the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum brings music history to life. The Hall of Fame Rotunda feels like a musical temple, with its bronze plaques honoring legends, while rotating exhibits keep things fresh, like Beyoncé's groundbreaking cowboy carter display celebrating Black country pioneers. Dive into history with Hank Williams' handwritten lyrics, then catch live songwriter sessions and film screenings that fill these halls with energy. Whether you're analyzing Johnny Cash's legacy or creating your own tunes in the interactive studios, it's where country music's past and future collide. But there's one place that turned Nashville into Music City, and it's still making history today. Number 2. Grand Ole Opry. Want to know, why is Nashville famous for music? As the home of WSM Radio's Grand Ole Opry since 1925, this show cemented Nashville's Music City nickname when announcer David Cobb's broadcasts reached homes nationwide. America's longest-running radio show is centered around the famous Circle of Legacy, a wooden ring from the original Ryman Auditorium stage, where legends from Dolly Parton to today's stars still perform. But this isn't just a concert venue, it's a living piece of American music history. Behind-the-scenes tours reveal dressing room secrets and tales of resilience, like how the show played on even during the 2010 flood. Here, country music mingles with bluegrass, gospel, and Americana, creating a sound that's pure Nashville. Number 1. CMA Fest. When it comes to music festivals in Nashville, CMA Fest reigns supreme. What began in 1972 as fanfare has grown into a massive celebration, drawing over 300,000 country music lovers annually. For things to do in Nashville for country music fans, nothing beats this 4-day extravaganza. Free daytime concerts fill downtown stages, while surprise performances pop up everywhere. From Garth Brooks hosting marathon autograph sessions to impromptu sets in historic honky-tonks. The festival blends superstar headliners with emerging artists, all the while supporting the CMA Foundation's mission to fund music education. It's where Southern hospitality meets country music passion, creating unforgettable Nashville moments. From sacred echoes at the Ryman to songwriter secrets at the Bluebird Cafe, these things to do for Nashville music fans create the city's endless song. Ready to experience more of Music City? Hit subscribe and ring that bell for new adventures, including our guides to the city's best restaurants and rooftop bars. Until next time, safe and happy travels.